Hey everyone, this is Professor Chan for Math 1245. Hope things are going well for you guys. I just want to kind of help you guys navigate the situation, okay, in terms of your Canvas. So generally on your left-hand column here, there's a couple things. But if you go to the start, it shows you all the fundamentals, okay? This is the Zoom ID number I'm going to be using. So if you have questions, you can ask me through a Zoom conversation, or you can just send me an email. Um, I do have an office phone, however, it's probably not as effective because of COVID right now. So I will not be in my office majority of the time. Um, so yeah. Um, so let's just talk about this here. Probably the most important thing you want to click on is what's called your modules. So your modules, you'll click on it, and if you notice here, you have a bunch of things, okay? So you have what's called getting started. Again, it shows you the basic. I would say of everything that you want to make sure you remember, okay? Make sure you have the syllabus. You want to download that. Okay, there's tutoring and there's more information on how to set that up. But obviously, the most important thing right now is for you to um, use and register for my math lab. And the code is right here. Okay, for the following. So yeah, and then if you watch a YouTube video, it'll show you how to do this. Okay, and what you'll do is you'll click on the My Math Lab Mastering, and then it will click all of these things. You can click on any of these. It's going to pop up and it's going to ask you to register, and you'll go do that. So you'll click on here. You click on I accept. Okay, and you would like enter all your information in, and things would go well. Okay, if things don't work out, please let me know. Okay, yeah. Try to email me as soon as possible because this is an 8-week course, so you have a lot of assignments being due for the following. Okay. Now, if you click on, so idea is once you're done, okay, and all things are smooth, then you would be able to do your assignments. So let me click and leave. So what you want to do is, there's a couple of things. The first one is called all assignments. So if you click on it, it shows you what is being due, okay, for the following, okay. So let's talk about your homework assignment. So I'm going to pick up a random one, okay. And so you'll work on a problem right here, okay. And some of these here, okay, sometimes there'll be multiple choice, sometimes they'll fill in a blank, okay. If you're stuck on one, you can click on question help and you can click on view an example, and it shows you a similar problem, and that's what can help you. Now, also remember this too, okay? If you mess up, okay, you're given 3 chances. Oh, whoops, I actually got it correct by accident, okay? But let's do another example here, okay? So let's pretend, okay? So sometimes they'll give you 1 try, sometimes they'll give you 3 tries, okay? And you'll see this incorrect button, okay? Now, what you want to make sure you realize is you don't want to panic if you did all of your attempts, because what you can do is you can click similar question, it's going to refresh it and reset the problem for you, okay? So technically, everyone in the class should get 100% of all their homework assignments, okay? You can also click on Ask My Instructor, which is fine as well, okay? Use this as a last resort, just because you would flood my inbox, okay? Don't do this unless you really have to. It's probably better for you to actually just meet up with me on Zoom, okay? So now the other thing let's talk about is you also have your quizzes on my math lab. Sorry, let me click on assignments. And all of them, you have two chances. So you'll click on the quiz and you'll hit start. You have roughly, sometimes it'll be 60 minutes, sometimes it'll be 45, depending, okay? And you're gonna start, okay? And when you're done, you'll submit it, okay? Now, because it's a quiz and it's not a homework, you do not have multiple attempts, okay? So you wanna make sure you do okay. Now you are given 2 tries, and I take the higher of your 2 tries, okay? So, but yeah, one thing is when you take your quiz along with all your assignments, don't wait till the last minute, because especially for quizzes, because then you're gonna run out of time. Okay, so make sure you follow your due dates, right? So this is due June 9th, 11:59 p.m. Okay, all of our, I would say majority of your assignments are due Tuesday by midnight. Okay, so keep that in mind. You want to pace your assignments. Okay, you don't want to wait till the last minute to do things. Okay. Um, let's talk about this as well. So when you click on My Math Lab, you can click on what's called Course Home. And if you click on Course Home and you scroll down, you can click on e-textbook. Okay. And then this will pop up with an electronic copy of the textbook, and then you can read that for the following. Okay. So it's going to pop up. It's probably going to take some time. Okay. If you have problems opening up your textbook, do let me know. But yeah, so this is the book we're using. And then you can scroll down. And go to the particular chapter you want to go to. So we're starting off with chapter 2, and click on that right there. Okay, and you can read this. You definitely want to use your textbook to help you out. Okay, now a couple other things too. So what you want to do, yeah, so if you click on modules, another way to kind of go about it is if you click on your modules, okay, yeah, getting started. This is also a link to how to set up Zoom if you want to meet up with me. Okay, I would actually encourage you guys to do that. But every week, right, I'll show you what to do for each week. Okay, now, some of you guys will see, you'll see like 2A and 2B or 3A and 3B. They're essentially the same week. This is me just converting it from a 16-week course to an 8-week course. So essentially we're going double time. So example, week 2, you want to make sure you get week 2A and 2B done by the following due date. So you can click on 2A, okay? And you want to make sure, yeah, you do, it says assignments, click on them for the following, okay? Now, let's talk about a couple things, okay? So what I have here, these are your notes, okay? There's 2 types of notes. There's a PowerPoint and there is a worksheet for YouTube. So the PowerPoint you can download, it's a PowerPoint slide of your assignments, okay? But the worksheet for YouTube, you want to download this and print this if you're able to, okay? So let me kind of show you. You can download it as well. I'm just doing a pop-up because it's easier. But the idea is, right, these are the notes that I'll be using, okay? And you can print this out and you want to follow this because if you watch my YouTube videos, example section 2.4, okay, you can show me, I can show you kind of how to do some of these assignments, okay? Or sorry, not assignments, some of these problems. So you can follow along, try to do some yourself, okay, so you can get that for the following. Okay. Yeah. So, and the idea is if you have questions, feel free to ask. Okay, you probably want a timestamp, say like at 5:30, at 5 minutes and 30 seconds in this YouTube video, like what I don't understand. Okay. So you want to ask. So this is a way to kind of help you ask questions as well. Okay. And the idea is there are discussion questions. Okay, you can post. So I'm gonna open this up, and I'm like, and then this notice it says section 2.5 to 2.8. Okay. Yeah, so this is a section with 2.5 to 2.8. I do require you guys to actually post once, okay? And this is part of your grade, okay? But yeah, this is a way to kind of help you, okay? So you can kind of post, you can also reply to each other, okay? But yeah, the idea is if you're stuck on section 2.5 to 2.8, you want to kind of send reply, okay? Hit the reply, okay? And you can kind of type in, okay? And then, yeah, and then send a chat, or sorry, send a message, okay? So yeah, this is a way to kind of help you ask questions as well. Okay. The last thing I want to talk about is you have assignments called concept checks. Okay, so what are concept checks? They're essentially stuff in paper and pencil. They are essentially math problems, but they're a little bit more complicated. Okay, so you're going to download this, okay, and you can open it up, okay, and yeah, and the idea is you want to kind of fill this out, okay, and submit this. Now, let's talk about this really quickly, okay? Because we are doing college algebra, sometimes I would say majority of times it is actually really difficult for you to type this up. So you want to actually print this out, okay, and then do this by hand and then scan it, okay? Now, if you do not have a printer, just get a blank sheet of paper, okay? And you can kind of write the problem separately or your work separately, okay? Now, concept checks, I do expect you to show your work, okay? For it to be, in order for it to take full credit, okay? So that's relatively important. When you're done, you can scan it, okay? Now, if you don't have a scanner, you can take a picture with your phone, okay, and scan it as long as it is visible, okay? Now, let's talk about this here, okay? Sorry, I'm going to pretend I'm a student. So the idea is, let's say you scan your picture in your phone. So when you submit this, let me show you how you would do this right here. So we were pretending we're in week 2A. We had concept 2. And say you want to actually submit the assignment, you'll hit submit. Okay. So it's kind of hard to see my end, but the idea is when you hit submit, something is going to pop up. Sorry, there we go. And you'll click on choose file. And then you can, go to your desktop or whatever and then upload the file that you need to. And then you'll click on submit assignment. Okay. So that's just kind of the basics. Okay. If you have questions, send me an email. But other than that, good luck.